Salutations everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, BrainBoy20, and where we had last left off, we had a total party kill via my own ignorance of the dark. As such, there's not much we can change, but first things first, let's hunt through the stagecoach. We've got a grave robber, which was Abco's other request. We also have an obelisk as well.
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
And we have another Houndmaster and Obelisk.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
Is there anything we can upgrade in the stagecoach? Nope, we need a lot more than that. And I don't think another Houndmaster would do me well, considering I'm not going to make a ton of use out of that. However, I think we'll grab another group together. No, after the recent failure, we definitely need the A-team to go through with this. In this case, the A-team would be Reynold, Border de Keen, Moonville, and Fluffy Cthulhu. As disappointing as that actually is. And it'll be a little bit before I find something new for Putero. Actually, no it isn't. We have you right here. No, you're one of the starting characters, and as such I'm not going to change that. We'll have a secondary team that will fill up with other characters, given time, but as of right now I need the A-team together in order to lay claim to a few more treasures to refill my coffers, before continuing, of course. What other treasures do I have? Movestone and Gambler's Charm. Well, Reynold, with you being our tank, I think we're going to give you this. You don't have a good chance of resisting that, but more protection and, well, you are our tank. We need you to have this. Now, as for actual upgrades and abilities, Reynold. Weapons and armor. Weapons and armor. Technically weapons and armor, but I think armor just for you. You've already got your weapons, we'll give you your armor as well. Less required for damage and otherwise. And I guess we'll embark. Not much else to do. What, did I force Slugger to be locked into place? Yes. I could also leave Nymphomania, but not particularly interested in this. Anyway, embark. I guess we'll do another cleanse, but this time it's a medium. It's a medium-sized quest, meaning we'll actually have a little bit of a campfire business. So I'm interested. What do we have for the camping skills? Wound care, experimental vapors, and the cure. Oh. Not selecting on purpose, I'm just trying to make sure everyone's in place to begin with. We'll provision later, but I'm actually more curious of what's going on with our troops' camping skills. Prey. More protection and stress reduction if they're religious. Sanctuary prevents nighttime ambush, and if has mortality debuffs, heals 50%. Wait, what? Oh, yes. If they're near death. Border the Keen. Revel. Excuse me. That seems like it's awful. How about we don't do that? Battle trance. If not in position 1, that's fairly easy to manage. Wound care. Reynold, what do you have? Stand tall to reduce stress by 15 for all companions and removes mortality debuff. Which I guess that combos well there. Zealous speech and encourage. It's a bunch of one-time use stress reductions. Oh well, what do we have here? Grave Robber gets the Blighted Satchel, which reduces dodge but increases speed and Blight skill chance, which I suppose is good. Although I think we don't need more busts, and I don't feel like dealing with a medium-sized one, especially with this group as of right now. So we'll take the Sly Eye Patch and try to grab the portraits. As is per usual, a little bit like 12. Skeleton key, shovel, lots of torches. And we shall embark to the Warrens. Let's see what they possess for us this time. Hopefully, well, I know better than to activate that now, considering it just destroyed me last time. So if we encounter it, we're just going to avoid it.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
That's actually really bad. Rack of blades, a rack of dull rusty knives. They're covered in fresh blood. Extra supplies are found amongst the knives. Sweet. And I want you to take the hits for traps. I'll take the unburned torch. I'm just hoping that there's no room battle there. But there's a room battle here. I'm just thankful they don't surprise us. So in this case, we're going to play grenade immediately to try to start dealing with these people. And yes, they're going to go off next because their speed stat is so high compared to the rest of us. You will deal lots of... Wait, what? What disease did you get? Wow, this is actually really painful. For the first combat. Really? So we're to break through. Doesn't actually do much damage at all, except as the off chance of killing the swine wretch. And we'll just do an adrenal rush. Boost your damage once more, and even cures bleeding. I didn't realize that. Oh, come now. Well, no, that's fine. If you weren't, like, the one that needs to be in the back line to do anything. That would have been fine. Zealous accusation, would that actually do anything? Answer is no. In this case, I think we'll try smiting you immediately. So close. So close. But I think next time boarded keen attempt, we should be able to hit them hard. Now, another bit of plague grenade should finish them off.
A death by inches.
This drags you forward. We can cast illumination on you. Boost our torchlight a little bit, make it harder to dodge. Breakthrough should kill off 2 of them.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Ball and chain hits Fluffy Cthulhu, but Fluffy Cthulhu just doesn't give a damn. And this should finish them off.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Or just crit instead. Excellent.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yes, but our blades are much faster. Now, what is this? Fluffy Cthulhu, please tell me. Bone Altar. A dark altar with skulls prominently on display. A strange power can be felt at its presence. I don't think messing with that is a good idea. We'll do the Vestals. The altar infuses the hero with great power. Until camp, 15% damage, 10% accuracy, 5% crit. That would have been useful on literally anyone else. Literally anyone else. We're gonna go down here in the hopes of getting a scouting operation done. And the barrel contains stacked treasures. Didn't drink any moonshine for once, and wow, we have a ton of food. You still have the damage debuff, don't you? But you might kill them anyway.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay, you should really get some morale back if you one-shot them. Like, seriously.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Alright, what'll be here? Because I have no scouting, I need to check back here.
Curious is the
Thank you.
trapmaker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Thank you kindly for that bout of damage. I also really need to fix Bordekine's stress. Yeah, there's a room battle. Although we did get the surprise off, which is what matters. So you will get the plague grenade first. Resisted by both. Your breakthrough can even deal enough damage to kill them. No. But it can get close. And that's all that matters. You can cast Judgment on this one. No, Dazzling Light's the stun, right? Yes, and you have very low stun resist. But you can't be hit. Just use Judgment.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Zealous accusation. You are faggots and deserve to die like one. Oh no, I'm marked. Whatever will I do? Oh no. And look, you're finally stunned. Judgment off of you. I just need to really, like, kill off the corpses. Great. Zealous Accusation should finish off the front too, allowing me to reach him in the back. What is this disease? I really would like to know. Let's see, does this cure diseases? No, it only cures blight. I mean, if anything killed diseases, that'd be too helpful, wouldn't it?
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I think we'll continue adventuring this time
The
around.
match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Altogether, way too much food. Like, seriously, way too much food. We don't need this much, and we can use it to go exploring a little bit and hopefully acquisition a few more treasures that we wouldn't be able to acquire otherwise. Pile of bones. Strangely fascinated with the remains. Bloodthirsty. Fascinated with injury, wounds, and torture. So flagellation would help you, and, of course, kleptomaniac, what's in here?
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
That was an obscenely slow one. I might just do a second battle entirely. Is there anything else in here? Sack's contents are yours. 100 gold. More combat. I can't kill you off this turn, so we'll just Adrenal Rush. We'll get the damage up high enough where we can insta-kill. Blinding gas is kind of pointless, so we're just gonna use a Noxious Blast on you. Which gives it the blight. Ah, you think you can hit Bordakeen in this state? Nice attempt. And then you should die off on your turn. Judgment, will stun you. Give it an attempt, I should say.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Once again, I really need to cure your disease. Anything else for you? No, we'll try to cure the blight, though. Excellent! Border the Keen, kill them! Border the Keen, why are you a failure? Judgment.
Masterfully executed.
In more ways than one, and we get a dodge stone.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I think actually after getting the dodge stone, we're just gonna say the quest is completed, and I'm gonna take a drink because I am thirsty.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
Well, we didn't make a ton of gold out of that, but I'm more interested in the relics that we acquired. And the sly eye patch. So, resolve level up. Resolve EXP for each successful quest. In turn determines the hero's resolve level. Hero's veteranship and directly access stress resistance against the horrors encountered in the dungeons. Excellent. Fluffy Cthulhu, you also gain it. Precise Striker. Well, board the Keen, you're going back to the sanitarium, and Clutch Hitter. You really have given me a great idea, but you'll at least...
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Alright. So with that, we're going to change the team up a little bit. First things first, sanitarium. No, we need the medical ward from Munville, because I don't... What is historical blindness? Minus 20 accuracy if stress above 70. You shouldn't be getting that, but this is also really cheap to deal with. And I should have Carcadas. I don't. I lose my healer. That's actually something I don't think I can afford unless you have a preferred position of a 3rd rank. Which you do. So I think Dismas will replace Munville, and we'll just go with a full DPS party. Such curious medicines, you sure they will help. Boarded the Keen. Precise Striker. Jesus Christ, this is expensive. This is really expensive. Like, please. Take the wheel. Let's not waste all our gold on making you OP. No. There's no reason. Let's see here. Stagecoach, what else do we have? Another Hellion and another Abomination. I think we'll go with the double Hellion.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
And we're going to also, if we had enough deeds, upgrade that. But we don't. Blacksmith, what do you take to upgrade? Far too much garbage and deeds. Guild, what do you take to upgrade? We don't have enough of anything. Abby, what do you take to upgrade? Because I actually want to drop Board the Keen's stress a little bit, and we'll take the other Hellion this time around. Yes, but you are a nymphomaniac. Let's see if we can help you with this. Caretaker, you are a dick. You are a dick beyond belief.
With enough ale, maybe they can be inured against the horrors below.
Fine. To the transept. Yes. You kneel before them. Anything else we could possibly do here? No. What is your abilities? I'm not actually familiar with the Grave Robber. Shadow Fade, backs 1. No damage whatsoever. Stuns and gives a nice dodge buff. Their own dagger. Poison darts. To reduce blight resistance gives blight. And toxic trickery. Cures blight bleed. 10 dodge. You don't really have anything here. Okay, you're just poisoner. And God-fearing. Well, I really should see what is my next quest before doing anything else. I want to go to the Warrens. Or the Cove. Sure, we'll mess with the Cove this time around. But first things first. Blacksmith. Can I upgrade anyone? No, because I actually need to have the weaponsmith upgraded to level 2, and that requires deeds. Where do I get deeds? I get deeds in the Weld, which is a medium exploration quest, which also grants me the Book of Constitution, which reduces speed but increases resistances. So, Tranchant, you should have all the main skills, including Bleed Out, Adrenal Rush, Wicked Hack. I've never used Yelp, so... Bleed Out, which causes lots of bleed damage on a target, and has a very decent damage modification. Yes, it actually has a buffed damage mod. You have Last Gasp, but you're anemic. Well, that sucks. Let's see here. Voisin, you're better in any other position, so we'll test you out later. Gillian, you need to be in the second row. Honestly, actually, you don't matter if you're in the front lines or not, with the only thing of Bleed Out being that case. So I should keep you near the front lines so you can do that after you launch an all-out assault. Ah, perfect. We can do a Hound Master. Preferred targets are any of them, any of the 4 skills I'm familiar with. So let's go. Provision. Firewood for our 1 camping ability. Dog treats to increase the hound's vigor for a short time. We need a lot of food for this, because this usually means the areas are filled with trash and garbage. One of each of the unlocking mechanisms that we're so used to. I'm actually going to double down on this, because if it's the Warrens, odds are we're going to need a second shovel. The key is only for random chests. And I have yet to encounter a locked door. Anything else needed here? Nah, let's embark. This is going to be an extra long episode, I can already tell, but we're going to do it anyway.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
And, of course, we get hit by this immediately, but take a look at how large this place is. We have to explore 90% of the rooms. Let's take a look at the grave. Grave digging is not the healthiest of professions, but you resist the disease, which is all that matters. And our group actually gets scouting. Who'd have thunk it? Battle with a curio. What's in here? Nothing. I suppose that's better than it being a negative effect. And if it's a room battle, we want this to be as bright as possible. And it's a madman, but we managed to get the surprise off, which is all that matters. So first things first, we're gonna hit them with a plague grenade in the back. DBS getting started is great for us. Hound Rush would be great, but I think I want to target missile. Or target them. Cry Havoc, which actually does a good stress heal. I didn't even know that he had this skill. Hound Harry, though, has a heavy, negative damage mod, but is a much better buff. Whereas Hound Rush, I think he hits everyone. No, Hound Harry hits everyone. And we really need to boost your skills first and foremost, but I think we're going to Hound the Acolyte. And you have the bleed as well. An Adrenal Rush should get you well prepared. Now, you on the other hand, Stunning Blow. Stun. Perfect. He doesn't get his turn. We're going to take a little bit of stress damage, but that's something we can't really avoid because of Madman. And you're brought to near death, stressful incantation on the newbie. Ah well. And a groping swipe. You're normally supposed to blight these people down, but I have to melee them, as these people are usually very strong tanks if you haven't played this before.
Inches.
And of course your turn goes off before I get a chance to stop you. Why are you listening to the madman? Seriously. You won't die unless I do this, so Hound Harry. Seriously. Oh well, time for a breakthrough.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We can't plate grenade them anymore, but Noxious Blast 2 should be enough to get a decent kill shot going. And there's not going to be a stunning blow here, but there is going to be an attempted smite, depending on how much damage I can deal. I can't kill either of them, but a second stun might be good here. Excellent. You're taking a fair amount of damage every turn, and this should finish you off. Should. No Hound Harry this time. Hound Rush.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Jesus. Good dog. Very good dog. Bleed out. As we demand. And that should guaranteed finish you off, so we're gonna do a little bit of battlefield medicine on you. For, 1 point. We don't actually have
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Free supplies. I'm an idiot. I forgot to equip the dodge charm. The one that just boosts my dodge for very little negative side effects. I'm of a brilliant mind. What is inside here? Fate of the tent's occupants is revealed. Well, That is not
The
something
way
I can
is
really
lit.
avoid.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
We'll have a room battle this way, but we'll have a room battle either way. We're going to buff our torch to
As the light
max.
gains purchase,
And
spirits
we
are lifted,
surprise them.
and purpose
Excellent.
is made clear.
Excellent. I actually wanted to stun you. It's a bit of a waste, because it'd be better to blight, but I don't like the Fusilier's ability. Hound Rush, which should deal a very high amount of damage. Should it? Yeah, it actually does a fair amount of damage. I'll target you. You resist the bleed. Zealous Accusation. And Board of the Keen will do a one breakthrough because that
Their
should kill
formation
them
is
off.
broken. Maintain the offensive.
I just slice and dice, which is what I wanted to avoid.
Injury. Palpable fear.
I did want to avoid it, but that's not always the case. No Hound Harry here for us. Just a hound trying to murder. A wicked hack would be excellent, but this is better.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
We'll do what little healing that does, because it should kill him.
Slowly. Gently. This is how a life is taken.
We don't want you in front ever. Dead body. Your duty. It becomes diseased by the remains. And you resist once again. As I always have to say, excellent! Fluffy Cthulhu, you're doing your job well as the, Arion Monger. Everyone get a little bit of healing from this. Hello, Satan. I really wish holy water would actually work on this. So it's to a mysterious god. Let's see what happens here. Effigy lashes out, rejecting the hero. Nice try. What tree trunk lies within? Someone couldn't resist stashing treasures here. Oh, cool, we got some deeds. That's kind of what we were here for in the first place. And I'm actually going to start letting the torch run out. As I think I'm going to, since we're getting very close to about the, quote, halfway point, we're going to take a pause there and do the actual torchlight session. Sometimes a tree is just a tree, yet other times it's actually something decent. That's why I have you doing this. You're so immune to diseases. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to set up camp.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
We'll get some stress reduction and heal everyone else up who needs it. Now we actually get to use the campfire skills. At the end of every one of these sessions, which you can actually unlock 5 campfire skills. Not yet though, sadly, but you can. With these types of missions, you get certain amounts of firewood. This firewood can be used to create this little campsite. These campsites can grant you certain buffs and benefits. Ah, therapy dog. And they'll have these adorable little campfire skills that they can set about. The fools can reduce their stress this way and reduce their damage. Did I say fools? I mean adventurers. Can reduce their stress or reduce their damage, heal, and provide buffs in preparation for what they might encounter. It's especially useful if you happen to know where the enemy boss is going to be located once we start getting the boss levels. Anyway, therapy dog actually seems like it'd be the most useful for us here. What else do we have? The cure experimental vapors. Heal 50% and boost healing received. No one really needs that. We actually just kind of need stress reduction. Unfortunately, we just have tons of one-time use stuff. So we'll use a therapy dog. An affectionate nuzzle should put your hearts right. Battle trance. We're definitely going to take the... Oh. Reject the gods. Reduce stress by 30. If not religious, increase stress. If religious, increase stress by... Oh, self only. Okay. Encourage... which is a time cost of 2 out of the 12. I'm checking a look at the time cost, but I haven't explained it that well. The time costs are seen right below the abilities' names. these time costs are taken out of the respite meter. So, stand tall. No mortality debuff. Zealous speech. Reduce stress by 15 for him, and reduce stress by 15 for all companions. We'll do this to get more stress reduction. Forget not that our errand is holy and just. Light will prevail. I'm blessed with good health for today at least. Ah.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We didn't actually run out there. That was me being an idiot and accidentally clicking on the end camp button. We actually had 4 remaining, and I actually had plans to use it. But unfortunately we can't. Hopefully this isn't going down. It's not, so we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 90% of 14 rounds up to about 13 rooms, so I do need to explore down this hallway, come back, and basically it should stop either here or here. Which sucks for me, but ah well. This also restores our torchlight to maximum. And we'll take a little bit of gold as well.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
And we have a lot of stress reduction for 4 combats, which is great. And of course, you whistle and want to unlock this curio. Really? I really wish you could, like, take that from him. Like, if he died, you'd lose it, but otherwise, taking it from him after he gets back to base would be great. Hello, gentlemen! Nice to see you. Multiple stressful incantations is not great, but thankfully we have reduced stress. Well, we have reduced stress across the board. Eldritch push. Really? And you're gonna succeed on this. Oh no, you actually dodge. Perfect. Do I want to target someone? I think I actually wanted to target one of the Wrens for the old guards, but Hound Harry might actually be better, just to start dropping bleed on all of them. Alright. One breakthrough should be enough to start dealing tons of damage to them all. Feasting on their hearts. Seriously. And it was the bleeds and the debuff. Unfortunately for you, I have to spend time moving you forward, because all your skills are melee. I should really get something that reduces your ability to get moved. Fluffy's going to get a little bit of stress, but so far has gotten so little I don't think it truly matters. And you fail your stressful incantation. Well, Fluffy's response is the very mature, I'm gonna just throw some more gas at you. Which actually kills you right easily, so we can start focusing fire on you. Everything runs red. I don't like that surprise.
As the fiend falls,
Because this actually guarantees that they all die. So I think we're going to start, Bulwark of Faith. Oh, that's movement. Yeah, Bulwark of Faith. A little bit of gained torchlight, because it doesn't matter, because they all die anyway.
the slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Excellent work, gentlemen. What is this? An ancient coffin. It is slightly ajar. Contains hidden treasures. Perfect. I really wish I could heal that, like, bleed, but oh well. You can't really fix everything now, can you? So we now get to make the journey back. A very, very long and lengthy one when nothing is going to go on. And we're not going to even have a chance at scouting, which is disappointing. We still have 3 more turns of the infinitely reduced stress damage. Meaning we should come out of this less, like, not even in tons of trouble or danger. Although I will boost the torchlight once more.
The light, the promise of safety.
We can easily clear the path. We have 3 bloody shovels, for Pete's sake. Sometimes a tree is just a tree. Sometimes I get annoyed at them for not stashing things in easily accessible locations. Oh, perfect. Aha! Room battle with treasure. Well, we must claim it. A tree is just a tree, and they couldn't resist stashing a treasure or two. Crusader only. Rare. 10% blight resist negative, but 33% heal skills and +3 crit. Oh yes, we're taking this. In fact, I might even, yeah, we might even replace the Gambler's Charm with it. Reduces your health a little bit, but increased crit chance. Although he doesn't have his healing skill, there is one. I might just equip him with it purely because he has that. No surprise for either of us. I guess we'll start off with the Hound Harry. Try to get them all to bleed on them. Play Grenade in the back. They might have high blight resist, but they can't resist her toxins. Adrenal Rush, as is usual. Get ready to deal some serious harm. Groping Swipe. Ha, as if that would scare Reynold. Now, this is actually what's terrifying. Because now they're all going to be targeting Reynolds. Ooh. That is something I cannot afford. I'm going to see if I can stun you. Perfect. You miss your action this turn. Gives him another shot at this, at least. Another Hound Harry. Those two dodge, but these two do not. More bleed is dropped on top of them. No more Adrenal Rush. Charge! Which guts you. You're going to get your second shot because I couldn't cause enough bleed damage on top of you. Are you still marking the target? Wow. You really don't like me. How quickly are you dying? You're not dying as of yet.
Precision and power.
Of course you resist it. Yeah. Is that a accusation? No. Higher end of damage might actually kill you outright. Well, actually, you will die from this, which is just perfect. Now, I really would like to deal with the fungal artillery and now, so hopefully this will buff it up one more. Okay, you're going to die. You will bleed out if I have anything to say for it. Right, you will most definitely bleed out after this turn. You die off, and you die from bleeding.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Well, that might be the case. Let's see here. What do I wish to drop? This is Crusade. Oh, Gambler's Charm. I actually would like to give you the Gambler's Charm, then. You have Death's Door resistance, but a little bit of max HP never hurt. Just with the Family Sigil, we can use Skeleton Key. More heirlooms. More heirlooms. We can use the make a quick movement. And a little bit of food never hurt. We're just going to hope we don't get one more setup for one more hunger strike, I should just call it. What's inside this left luggage? It has a lock on it. Curses. Valuables inside. Well, I just know how to deal with those luggages now. I didn't get a good look at it beforehand. Something
Nature
wicked
herself,
this way
victim
comes.
to the spreading corruption.
And that something is me.
Malformed with misintent.
Oh, okay. Do you wish to complete? Nah, we'll continue adventuring. We can go one more time. Well, we can afford to, is all I'm saying. Something wicked this way
The
comes.
match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I don't like talking over the narrator, but I have my own comments I wish to make. As I was saying, something wicked this way comes, and that something is me, and not even your petty trees can stop me. We might as well finish exploring. Yep, it's ectoplasm. You will get blinding gas, because we'll stun you. I can't stop the ectoplasm if I wanted to. Break through. Hound Harry.
Impressive.
Bleed for 5 rounds and zealous accusation. kills them off, you were stunned. Yeah, Hound Rush. You might as well just keep trying to kill you before you get your chance. Unfortunately, you're going to succeed with the stressful incantation on Reynold. Well, you are taking a lot less stress damage, that much I can say. Plague Grenade. And then, I guess we'll do a Zealous Accusation on these. And you crit. Crushed by justice. Or crushed under your heel. Seriously. Even if you miss. Never mind, that didn't matter. You still murdered them.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Let's see if we can make a little bit more treasure out of this. The pack contains loot. Loot that is usually good. Onyx, are you actually better than any of these? Reckless Charm. You don't need to dodge. Equip the Reckless Charm. Increase your accuracy. Don't miss, like you usually do. Ah! Oh well, nothing for us here. Let us return with the tales of our success.
Every cleared path and charted route reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
And we gained a truly dizzying amount of heirlooms from this. Truly a dizzying amount, with which we can use to upgrade the rest of our locations. But what are the phobias gained? Fluffy Cthulhu, what have you garnered? Oh, you gained Hemophilia and Ruins Explorer. I like the Ruins Explorer. I don't appreciate the Hemophilia. We're gonna have to remove that, which gives me a good enough excuse.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Bordetkin is left in search of a holy vision. Bordetkin prayed and recovered 69 stress. Underwent effective disease treatment, disease cured hysterical blindness. You're an apprentice Houndmaster and an apprentice Hellion. Bordetkin, what in the actual hell? Seriously, you actually terrify me. I hope you don't die. You are actually really, really good Hellion. Oh well. Anyway, hope you've all enjoyed watching this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Finally a successful run. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe for it helps out a great deal, and I hope to see you all next time. Furthermore, if you're interested in getting yourself named on this, feel free to just leave it in a comment below, send me a tweet, do whatever you wish to contact me and ask for a hero, and I'll do my best to provide. Anyway, farewell.